All right, you've got a couple of cups. You've got both king and queen here. So it does look like some of your emotions may be running a little high right now, or your cup runneth over with love kind of stuff. So let's see. It does, for the most part, look like it's in a really good space, even though you do have the death card. The death card is not normally a physical death. It usually is the ending of something to make room for the beginning of something else. So don't get stuck up on the death card. Although there is a lot of people right now transitioning into the light. So if this is relevant for you, I don't want to invalidate you. So that may be relevant. Okay, let's start at the top. Tens are the completion or something. So this is the 10 of Wands. It does look like, be careful what you wish for. It does look like maybe either finding a new job or finding some new activities. But it does look like your plate is super full. And it does look like you opened your heart and your mind to accept more responsibilities over the last couple of months. And I think it was Leo that you guys were doing a resume about 3 or 4 months ago. So it does look like those wishes were answered, but now your plate is so full that it's quite a healing for you on how capable you are. It does feel like things are being thrown at you. This does feel more like on the work force, although there is some fear around the home force. So it does feel like other people's decisions or lack thereof is kind of landed on your plate. So maybe a roommate, has lost their job, or a coworker did not fill out the part of the report that needs to be done. So it does look like you're having to pick up some slack from other people, and it is a great burden for you right now. But it also feels like it's validating to you as well that you are really, really capable, and you really didn't know how capable you were, that you could even do this type of either work or interpersonal communications. But it does look like you have risen to the occasion. You're able to complete some tasks and clean up some messes of other people's messes. So it does feel like that might be a running theme this month, that people are kind of looking at what is their stuff and what is not theirs, what they can let fall, to allow other people to pick it up if they have created it. So what crosses you is the Empress. And this is that mama love that most Leos have. Even you male Leos have a lot of that nurturing and motherly stuff. The Empress can also stand for pregnancy. And it's really about nurturing, planting something and watching that seed grow. So for many of you, if this is the time, if you would like to create a baby, or maybe somebody is creating a baby in your world. I know there's some new beings that just have landed on the planet just recently, because we're kind of in the flow of life and death right now. So this may be someone that that has had a baby or is pregnant. But it's for the general interpretation of the Empress is planting seeds and watching it grow. This may have something to do with the extra responsibilities that you have too. You may need to take these steps in order to watch something grow and flourish. But these does look like the Empress is here to remind you of how capable you are and how things grow and move and change. Nothing really stays the same. Dear friend of mine used to say change is the only thing that stays the same. So that's kind of what you're in the middle of, this kind of change that's been happening all around you. And also the universe has been validating your capabilities, that you've been able to handle some stresses that you didn't think that you knew that you could. And, and for many of you, that death card is here. So someone quite dear to you might have left the planet, which is an emotional burden, and it also can be a physical and financial burden. So it does look like this big sweeping change that has just happened is a little bit difficult for you, but you're channeling that Empress, that unique and intense, caring Leo persona. So don't forget who you are during all this, Leo. What is above you here? This is the 3. This can also mean the decision-making card. There may be, going through some things, picking things that work for you, letting things go that don't. But Also looking ahead into the future. This does feel like travel, maybe in your awareness for the future, making some decisions about that. But it does look like you're making a choice and you need just a little time to digest which direction would be good for you, which situation would be good for you, or what country to visit would be good for you. But there is some decisions to be made. It doesn't look like it has to be made right away and that you're taking your time to figure out which direction you want to go. Justice is here. This is righting a wrong for many of you. This could be like an unpaid ticket that you forgot about, that all of a sudden you know your registration is up and then you right that wrong. This can be something that was done wrong to you, or you have done something wrong to someone else. So it can work either way, one way or the other. But the Justice card is here. It is in the past position. It is feeling more of an apology. Is feeling more like an awareness of something that you have brought to someone's attention from the past, and they're finally getting it. You know, within a relationship, that means sorry, babe, I didn't realize what was going on. Could be a boss or a coworker. Like, ooh, didn't know this was landing on your plate. Let me take that off of your plate. Or it can be as easily as, getting child support, something that has something to do with the justice system itself. But this is righting a wrong, and it looks like it has happened already. The King of Cups is here, and kings, they're very dynamic. Cups are all about emotions and love, and if you are not have water in your chart or a water sign, this may be this could be male or female, but this is normally stands for a water sign. That's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And this king, it feels like he's just there to remember, to remind you of your kindness, your intuition, and to embrace your own culture and arts. So you may be getting in touch with your own kindness or expanding on your intuitiveness. Cups are very, very intuitive. This is the psychic signs. The Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio are usually the ones that really are intuitive and have some feels about things. So if your feelings are coming up, don't deny them. Allow them to come through. Ask Spirit what they mean if it's not clear for you. But trust your own intuition and trust your judgment first and foremost. So if somebody's telling you something that feels like jive, it is jive. Trust yourself. But this may be a person. Again, that it would be a water sign, a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. But for the most part, it does feel like you're coming into your own power, you're coming into your intuition, and you're trusting yourself more and more and more, not taking things at face value. If it feels funky, it is kind of thing. The Ace of Wands is here, and Ace of Wands, this is hand of God stuff. This is immediate actions coming down from the heavens. So it does feel like something will be very spontaneous. So I encourage you to accept some of those invitations that just come out of the clear blue sky, and don't worry about creating the money. If it's meant to be, the money will follow, or whatever you need for that decision will follow. If it's something sent from Spirit, from the heavens, usually it is worked out on the physical realm. So it does feel like there's some motion coming. This may have something to do with an upcoming travel or something that's presented to you. Hey, do you want to come with me to Vegas, kind of thing. So it does look like some kind of a surprise out of the blue. So pay attention. Something wonderful and spontaneous is due to come your way, Leo. The Lovers are here. This is a foundation. So this may be a reconciliation with a past lover. This may be improving your love life, being open to a new relationship if you are not in a current one. But it does feel like you've taken a step up in your love situation. So if you're currently with a partner, this could just be redoing your communication, changing little nuances, making your lover a priority, or making your love life a priority where it hasn't been for a while. So it is the basis of things. So it does feel like it's more in a positive realm than it has been in the future. And for those of you that are leaving a relationship, it just can indicate that you are open and ready for that change into a new way of life. What is above it is the 10 of Pentacles, and this is usually about family, friends, home. It is upside down, so it does feel like you may be redoing some things in your home. Maybe there was a bill that you didn't realize that's creeping up on you, but it does look like there may be some issues at home that you weren't prepared for. And this may be, not having enough money for the mortgage. This may be your garden dying. It can mean anything, but it does look like some unexpected changes that you have to deal with on the home front. So maybe somebody moved out unexpectedly. It does feel like it may be connected with money. So there may be bills that you weren't preparing for, and that you have to hustle a little bit more than you realized initially. So this is only temporary. Do the hustle if you can. If it has to do with money and you don't have it, communication is always the best key to moving that energy and being honest and working your way through it. The Death card is here. This is the ending of something, beginning of something else. So it does feel it is on the line of the Lovers. So this may actually have been somebody that went into the light that has affected your heart, or it may be the ending of a lover situation, or it may be just the ending of a situation in general. So there's always a little sadness in the beginning. In the end of something, little fear in the beginning. But it does feel like things are changing very, very quickly for you. So you really haven't had time to grieve the ending of things. Whether it is a housemate moving, a job, friendship, or someone who actually passed away. So it does look like a small bit of focus in August to completely release what has changed. The Knight of Pentacles is here, and Knights are all about motion. Pentacles are about material things. So you may need to juggle some money this month. You may need to figure out, reprioritize things so you can pay this unexpected thing that's happening here, or communicate about that unexpected thing. It does feel like, though, you will be able to resolve this maybe I'm feeling in a way that you didn't even expect. You may have to communicate a little bit more during these changes, but it does look like you're focusing a lot on these changes, and that it is kind of difficult. But the Knight here, the Knight of Pentacles, he propels you. The Knight wants motion always. Knights always want motion. So it may require some communication, some motion, some juggling, something like that. But again, as I said, Leo, this is only temporary. So there is some changes happening in your home life that are a little bit challenging for you right now. On the left side of this, for clarity, there is the Five of Pentacles, and fives are always about challenges, and I call this the old, broken, alone. This is the Fear card. So it does feel like with these changes, it's brought up a little fear and kind of maybe frozen you a little bit in that fear, but this is temporary. So don't get stuck in the worry. Just keep moving forward. Ask for help if you need it. You are not alone on this planet, Leo, and it is time to ask for help if you need it. Queen of Cups is over here. This may stand for a person. This is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. As I said, the water signs or the cups are about love, emotions, intuition. And this queen, she's also kind and creative. This may be someone that you need to ask for help for either advice. She can be very, very intuitive, and she is very creative. It does feel more like a person, whereas this King of Cups feels more like integrity and situation. But if you have a Queen of Cups in your world, this does feel like a person of authority, somebody that you look up to. Don't be afraid to ask for their opinion or their help. It does look like somebody that's always got your back, always got your back. So this could be a family member, mother, sister, could even be a brother. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone in a female body, but it does feel like someone that's always gotten your back. And it does feel like you're a little fearful to go to this person, like, oh, I don't want to go to them again for help. Whether it's financial, emotional, or spiritual, ask and ye shall receive. Doesn't necessarily mean they have it to give, but it does look like they do have some wonderful information, and they always have your back is what I'm getting. They always have your back. So don't be afraid to ask for what you need, sweet Leo. I know you don't like to do that. Okay, I'm going to throw a couple of these cool little gypsy cards for clarity. And we have letter. So pay attention to things that are coming in the mail, or if you need to communicate the old-fashioned way, that's just fine. But it does look like you're going to get some information, either give information or get information, but it's time to communicate your needs and desires a little bit more, Leo. And if you're having issues on the home front, don't be afraid to sit down with love and kindness and bring those issues up to either your housemate, your mate, your children, whatever. Okay, and conversation, there it is. So it's time to have that conversation.